Today, Iffy the Car Guy brings you a subcompact sedan that does not need any introduction. It is the best selling car not only in our country but across the world. The Toyota Corolla has been around since 1966 and it has always been the most successful car over the decades because of its unique qualities, combining low running cost, practicality, and reliability. With its latest generation, it provides ample interior space for passengers, which trumps the competition.
This latest design is really eye-catching. This Corolla has been designed keeping in mind the demands of modern lifestyle. It has around a 3 inches longer wheelbase as compared to the previous model. This makes it aesthetically appealing and is the reason it offers more interior space. This new look for the Corolla, as described by the car manufacturers, is more athletic, and I can't argue with that. The core design concept of iconic dynamism might be a bit difficult to make sense of, as it has bits and pieces of various other current compact sedan models in the overarching design as well as styling details, too many to call it iconic. With its uncompromising styling and spacious interior, Corolla ticks the boxes for both form and function. It has been designed to accommodate 5 average adults and their luggage comfortably. Driving it within the town or on motorways and following the speed limits, it is a perfectly functional vehicle. Overall body length is 181.9 inches, width is 69.9 inches, and height is 58 inches with a wheelbase of 106.3 inches. Under the hood is a 1.6-liter dual overhead cam inline 4-cylinder dual VVTi engine that produces 120 horsepower at 6000 rpm and 154 newton meters of torque at 5200 rpm. It is offered with a 4-speed automatic Super ECT. This super electronically controlled transmission incorporates high precision hydraulic control for smooth shift quality and good response that consequently results in good fuel efficiency with excellent response. Toyota claims fuel economy of 11 and 14 kilometers per liter city and highway respectively, and we have been able to achieve these figures easily. The XLI and GLI versions are offered with a 1.3-liter engine mated to a manual or automatic transmission for GLI version only. The 1.3-liter engine produces 84 horsepower and 121 newton meters of torque. The top of the line Altis Grand features a 1.8-liter engine producing 138 horsepower and 173 newton meters of torque. The Altis 1.8 is offered with a 6-speed manual transmission or a 7-speed sport sequential shiftmatic that provides optimal driving force, which is highly efficient with seamless automatic shifting. Now, speaking about the interior, it may not be done to everybody's taste, however, overall finish has been improved. It is quite spacious and very functional. I would say that this newly designed interior is a step in the right direction. The steering wheel does have tilt and telescopic adjustments, so it is easy to find comfortable seating position for drivers of different heights. It has decently sized glove box and storage pockets in the doors, along with 2 cup holders in the center. The dash design is a bit boxy, however, the controls are well laid out, and the top of the dash has soft touch material that feels really good. The infotainment system has 7-inch prominent colored capacitive touch interface, including Bluetooth navigation system, reversing camera, along with auxiliary and USB port. It still uses these traditional rotary knobs for the climate control. The interior does have hard plastic materials adorning many of the panels, and the build quality for many of interior bits is not as good as compared to the imported Corollas. This is one of my complaints about it and something really Toyota need to work on. All Corollas are offered with this 3-dial gauge cluster with chrome trim, apart from the Altis Grand model that features a 2-gauge cluster with multi-information display for trip computer functions. The 1.8-liter Altis is also offered with paddle shifters, multimedia control and cruise control.
With longer wheelbase, this Corolla offers considerably more legroom as compared to other compact sedans. Headroom is particularly generous for those who are less than 6 feet long. The middle seat has been made hospitable by having nearly flat floor, which lacks the traditional center hump. Now the trunk space, you get 470 liters or 13 cubic feet of cargo area. The wide opening makes loading and unloading of bulkier objects really easy. The seating position is a bit high for my taste, but the visibility is very good. Driving this Corolla is pretty simple and easy. Despite the facelift, it still delivers the same driving experience as its predecessor. Toyota has tuned the suspension for a comfortable ride, and the electric power steering does feel well connected. The cabin insulation has been improved as compared to the previous model. The engine is really smooth and it has adequate amount of power for going uphill or for occasional burst of acceleration. I have seen many people complaining about the Corolla not being an exciting car, and it is not. Everything is built for an intended purpose. The Corolla is no exception. It is a very successful economy car in the compact sedan segment with great fuel consumption, practicality, and most importantly, a history for reliability. That's the key to Corolla's appeal for a wide variety of potential car buyers. Plus, it is offered in so many different variants with price ranging from 1.6 to 2.4 million rupees, meeting the varying requirements of its intended market. So it might not be an exciting car to drive, but I would have to say that for its intended purpose, it does its job very well, and it is more than just capable, and it is the most affordable piece of transportation in the compact sedan segment. Having said that, there are some major concerns with the Corolla as well. Fortunately, Corolla comes with ABS except for the XLI version, electronic brake force distribution, and brake assist for improved stability. Although the brakes are twitchy for speeds less than 10 kilometers per hour, unfortunately, even overlooking other standard safety features such as stability and traction control, it does not even come with the airbag, a basic safety feature. The 1.8 liter Altis is offered with the driver airbag only. It is very unfortunate that even for such a huge price tag, we do not even get the basic safety features. This is an important point to complain about because these features are offered as a standard in most other parts of the world. CVT is not something what most driving enthusiasts like me would like to have. However, 1.8 liter Altis Grand offers good drivability and performance from its CVT. But if you want to have more fun, you must go for a 1.8 liter Altis with 6-speed manual transmission. If you are looking for a compact sedan, then Corolla is the best choice, and without a shadow of a doubt, it has very strong reputation for reliability. Plus, it is a brand with stronger residue value. It may not be the most exciting car out there, but it does its job very well and boasts interior and cargo space to many larger models. Thank you. Thank you for watching us. I hope you enjoyed it. If you like this video, please leave a comment and stay tuned for upcoming reviews of new cars.